guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Rosalie Reads here, and you might notice things might look a little bit better. I got a new ring light. Slay, honestly, because like it was time. Anything to up the quality of the videos, right? And it's also a tripod stand, so therefore makes it a little bit easier to film now, because I was just propping my phone up on everything before. Now I have something to keep the camera steady, stay propped up. It's already a big help for me. Was before I broke the old one on accident, literally just right when I got it. I literally only used it maybe like 2 or 3 times and it broke. So I'm pretty fucking happy right now. Today we are going reading series that I'm in the middle of. Part 2, Slay. I'm in the middle of right now of the Attack on Titan manga, so that's what I'm going to be reading first. I'm on volume 5 in the omnibus, which has 4, 5, and 6. So we're going to be finishing this little number tonight, hopefully. And if not, oh well. But I am going to try to go to bed early tonight because of the fact that I do have to go to a funeral in the morning. So I'm going to go ahead and start reading this tonight and then taking my time with it, just enjoying the storyline, and then we will see what happens. Well, technically I already know what happens in this because I've watched the anime before. A few years ago, like COVID, a few years ago, I binged Attack on Titan. And I love it. I genuinely love it, but I wanted to start the manga, so therefore I will be starting the manga. So yeah. Anyways, I'm on volume 5. I'm gonna start it right now. And then yeah. I love the artistry though of the pages. Like, it's so good. It's so clean, so nice. Life update, real quick. Life update. Okay, single. Sad. Not really, but like, I'm not sad because of the fact that I'm single. I'm sad because of how it went down. But it's okay. Whatever. It's fine. That was quick though. Like, y'all know. Like, y'all don't know. I mean, y'all don't know. I can never manage to keep a relationship for longer than a month. I'm always the girl that they have before they move on to their long-term relationship. So slay, honestly. Good for y'all. Sucks for me, but good for y'all, I guess. That's fine. It's okay. I'm young. I'll figure it out eventually. Okay. Also, life update. Down to 1 job again. I quit 7-Eleven. Fuck that place. Fuck it. Fuck them. Fuck every single one. If I have my few people that I like, but other than that, fuck them. Yeah. So that's the end of my life update. Anyways, moving on. We're gonna go start volume 5, and hopefully we have a good time. So I have to read at least 200 pages of this, but honestly, when it comes to mangas, I read 200 pages pretty fast. It takes me maybe an hour because of the fact that you're just reading, looking at the panels, feeling the story. You're more immersed into it because of the pictures, okay? So I always have a good time. And you always finish it quicker, which honestly I like because of the fact that it goes to your goal count a little bit faster. But you're also having a great time while reading. You're not rushing it. You just happen to read it faster because it's more physical with visuals and stuff like that. So, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and start reading Attack on Titan. Bye. Okay, so I just read the side story for, I want to say, Ile Langar, Isle Langar. I don't know. So I don't remember that being in the anime, but then again, I did watch it like years ago. So therefore, we saw all of this happen. If you know, you know. Okay. So I kind of feel bad though for the Titan. He looked like he was crying. That made me really sad. Okay. Anyways, moving on to the actual volume 5. Alright, guys, so it's currently day 3. I didn't film day 2 yesterday because of the fact that I had the funeral that I mentioned before that I had to go to, and that I had to go to work pretty much a few hours later, so there wasn't really a point in me recording when I wasn't able to read the entire day. Um, but day 1, I did finish volume 5 of Attack on Titan manga. Loved it. I love rereading. Well, not rereading, but I already had the knowledge of what happens prior to going into the manga because I've seen the anime. I love re-going into the storyline and remembering the little details that I forgot that happened, and I know that comes into play later. So I had a good time reading this. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to read volume 6 in this video or not. I haven't decided yet. What I do know I want to read for this video is Hopeless by Elsie Silver. This is the last book in the Chestnut Spring series. It is between Bo and Bailey, so that's going to be interesting. I do not remember anything about Bailey, if she was ever mentioned. I remember in the first book there was a bartender. However, I don't remember anything from the first book besides the main couple and what was happening with them. I don't know how I feel about Wildo, so I don't know if I'm gonna like this because he doesn't really get a lot of screen time in the books, so I guess we'll just figure out if I like it or not. But so far this series, I've mostly enjoyed Heartless because I love Cade. I love Cade Eaton. Okay. So far the rest of the characters I'm kind of meh. Like, I loved Rhett when I first read Flawless, but after that, I didn't really care for the other brother. Loved Theo in Winter. I don't remember what the other brother was for Powerless. I really don't. Like, that book, I read it after Throne of Glass, so I don't remember a single thing that happened in that book. I just remember, like, the scenarios that happened in that book. I do not remember names. I do not. Okay, But so I'm more focused, I'm more intent on reading this. So I'm probably going to end up reading this next. If I don't pick up another book, I will let you know if I switch books. But I am probably going to end up just starting this because it is the last book in the series. And honestly, like, we've had a fun ride, but I think it's time to put that ride to rest with Hopeless. And I'm also stalling on starting God of War because it was the last book in Legacy of Gods. So this one's probably most likely going to be it. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and start this one before I have to go into work. I'm going at 4. It is currently almost 2. So I can at least get, I'm already like ready, done up. So I can at least read until like 3 and then get dressed, go, and do some other things before I have to leave. So I'm probably just going to start this, get maybe like 50, 60 pages of this knocked out, however many pages I can finish really within the time period that I have. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and start Hopeless by Elsie. Alright guys, so it's currently day 4 of me trying to finish up series that I'm in the middle of I made it to 137 of Hopeless by Elsie Silver. So far, I'm really liking the main characters, Bailey and Bo. Really, really enjoy Bailey's personality. I can relate a lot to Bailey personally. So I'm really just liking her character overall. Bo, same as well. Kind of can relate to his character a little bit. Not as much as I can relate to Bailey. But with Bo, I can relate a little bit. Okay? So I'm enjoying their banter. I'm enjoying the plot setup. I'm enjoying the characters overall. We already knew both of the characters going into the book because of the fact that the series is interconnected standalones. So you kind of get a feel for the family, all of the characters throughout the series. So we already knew Bo going into it and kind of his um, setup with being in the military and just his perspective. We didn't really get to see a lot of Bailey. We saw a little bit of Bailey in the first book, but we do know everything about her family because of how notorious they are for being bad people. Besides Bailey, she's like the only one that's kind of like, so everybody kind of just lumps her in with her brothers, even though she's not that bad of a person. Right now, we're just kind of to get to know them more intimately. I'm having a good time so far, you know. I was on page 30 when I started today, started reading at 12, made it to page 30. It's like 1:20 right now. So I have 40 minutes to finish reading before I have to start getting ready for work. But I am liking where the story is going. I do love a fake engagement trope. I really do. So the fact that it's in here is kind of like, you know. So I'm really enjoying it, and I'm excited to see where this will go. I'm sure there's only so many ways you could take a fake engagement trope, though. That's my only thing. I'm intrigued to see how this goes up. Yeah. So, anyways, I'm gonna keep reading until I have to get ready for work, and I will give you an update soon. Okay, guys. So it is currently Sunday. I have until Wednesday to read whatever I need to finish for this video. Okay. I just finished Hopeless by Elsie Silver. Love, love, love Bo Eaton. Okay, not as much as I love Cade. Cade, still #1 bitch. Love him so much. We love a single baddie. Okay, and We love an age gap, which is also what we get here. Age gap. I also love age gap. Hello. So that being said, Bo Eaton and Bailey. Bailey is a bartender, and Bo is a man that just came out of the military. He went through something very traumatic within the military, and he's basically trying to find his footing with being around like family again while having like PTSD and stuff. Bailey, she has her own issues within the city. Within the town. Sorry, it's not a city. In a small town. So Bailey having her own problems within the town because of the fact that her family's sort of notorious for being wild and crazy and just a bunch of wackos, okay? And so essentially Bo Eaton and Bailey Jansen, and they strike up a deal to be fake fiancés. One, so Bailey could be treated a little bit more nicely because everyone mistreats her for the fact of her family is who they are. And essentially, Bo just gets like his family off his back a little bit from being concerned because obviously he was in the military. He went through something very traumatic, as I mentioned earlier. So basically, they both get a little win-win. That did work out for them, as most romances go. Okay? So, fake dating, fake engagement trope, age gap. A bitch with a backstory, both of them. You know, they're them, love them so deeply. I rated the book 4 stars. Really, really enjoyed it. There's a lot of like moments in here that I was like giggling at like a little girl. I was like, oh my god, I love it so much. Okay, because we definitely had some good one-liners, good inside jokes, like the tier 1 operator joke. Killed me. Absolutely killed me. Okay. And the fact that Bo was so understanding of so many things with Bailey, I'm like, it's the bare minimum, but also like Bo Eaton, you know? So I enjoyed that. And when Bo would get so mad when someone was mistreating Bailey, he would literally be like, how dare you mistreat my wife? I'm like, girl, not his wife, but like his fiance. So I was like, oh my god, you know, your girl, she loves a little bit of yes, lay claim, make it known. Yes, defend me, Your Honor. Like, are you serious? Be so for real. If someone ever batted for me like that, pants down, off, somewhere around the room. Where are they? I don't know because they're off. Okay. And just the pining was what got me too. I was like, oh my god, okay. So, favorite books in the series. Now that I finished the full series, Cade, obviously. Theo and Winter, love. Um, and Bo. Bo. I love me a little bit of Bo Eaton. Okay, Bo. Love Bo Eaton. Okay. I don't know. This book was just like so fun, and you know I finished it within 2 days. So, what that tells you, I don't know. I have no idea what I'm going to read next, but I do know that I don't know. I don't know anything. Head empty. Don't know what I'm thinking. I have to be at work in like an hour, so I'm going to stew. I'm going to think about it while I'm at work of what I'm going to read next for this. I don't know yet. I might read Attack on Titan Volume 6. Don't know yet. But I have a few options that I need to read because I could also read God of War next, but also like I'm like stalling because like I'm like, oh my god, that series is so good, I don't want it in. Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, I will get back to you guys on that, which I'll probably get back to you tomorrow because I'm probably gonna get off at around like 12 a.m. or 1 a.m. tonight. So we will see when that happens. So yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna let you guys know what I'm gonna read. And I'm also, because tomorrow I have the day off, so I could just stay reading all day. So we'll see what I do with that day. And I plan to read tomorrow. I plan to read however much I want because why not? Okay. So yeah, there's that. I will get back to you on that. But yeah, that's all my thoughts on Hopeless by Elsie Silver. If you guys stuck around for this long, thank you. My channel's literally picking up a little bit traction. So, hi new people. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys for coming in and joining the family. Not a big family yet, but we're working on it, okay? Oh my god. Honestly, like since I've been posting shorts, like the last one I just posted with the bookshelf behind me, gotten a lot of likes, and I really appreciate it. And it was like a shock. Like I've never gotten that many likes before on anything. So it's at like 417 the last time I checked. So that's kind of like crazy to me, okay? But thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for joining the family. I appreciate it so much, and hopefully you guys stick around. So yeah. I will see you guys when I pick something out to read tomorrow. Guys, so I finally decided what I'm going to read next, and it's kind of going to kill me to do it because of the fact that I've been stalling on it for so long, but we'll be reading God of War by Rena Kent. That being said, I'm kind of nervous because I enjoyed God of Fury so much when I read it like a few weeks ago. I don't think it was that long ago, but like a few weeks ago. Like, I'm scared this isn't going to live up to God of Fury because God of Fury was so good. God of Fury is definitely my favorite in the series. Let that be known. I love Nikolai Sokolov. So if he were to ever come to life, that would be my man, okay? But unfortunately, he's not going to be because he's obsessed with Brandon, which unfortunately I'm just going to have to live with, which is fine. That's fine. If they're ever down for a threesome, slay. Okay, anyways. This is between Ava and Eli. I know that this is a marriage trope. I know nothing else about this other than what's on the back, which says, Ava Nash despises Eli King. He broke her heart when she gave it to him as a teenager. He hates her and she hates him. That is until she wakes up in the hospital and Eli King is holding her hand and telling her they've been married for 2 years. Eli is obsessed with Ava. She gets on his nerves, but it only serves to make him want her more. Ava doesn't remember the past 2 years. He wants to keep it that way to protect her. Ava knows she has to investigate her marriage to try to piece together how she could have ended up with her mortal enemy. She thinks she can handle Eli's soulless eyes and cool shoulder, but she's always loved him, and that makes for a dangerous game because nothing can stop Eli, not secrets, hatred, or even Ava herself. So, based off all the men that we've seen so far, I know he's going to be a little bit crazy. There's my Eli and there's my Ava. Here's a trigger warning page. It says it isn't as dark as the other ones. So, we will see what it involves, okay? I'm scared and I'm nervous. I've been stalling on this for quite a minute. So here is a little bit of a warning for me, so that way I know in case I get triggered. Contains mental health issues, anxiety, depression, Fuji states, and dissociative amnesia. There are on-page descriptions of a suicide attempt, deteriorated mental states, and violence. The main character struggles with alcoholism in the beginning, and there are mentions of drug use. So alcoholism. Why did I forget how to say alcoholism? There you go. Alcoholism might be an issue, but you know what? I'm gonna push through. If it bothers me that bad, it bothers me that bad. It's okay. Like I've never had to worry about trigger warnings because for me, I'm desensitized to everything to a certain extent. I thought I was desensitized to everything until I read God of Fury, and that because I was kind of in a similar point with Brandon in terms of his mental issues, even a little bit of Nikolai's, like a little bit, poquito, okay? I had a hard time reading through Brandon's harming of oneself moments simply because I've been there and the reason why he was doing it. So, that being said, we will see if I have a hard time with this. Simply because of the alcoholism, because I do have trauma with alcoholism. We'll just see where it goes. But other than that, super excited to start God of War. I'm hoping I could get at least 100 pages of this done today. At least. And I hope I can finish it by my birthday, which is when this should be up. Thank God. Because my birthday's on the 14th. I burned myself so bad and it hurts so bad. Anyways, my birthday's on the 14th of August. So, therefore, like, we'll see what happens. I don't know. I really don't. Okay, so, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get started on God of War. I'll read the first maybe 5 chapters, give you a little update, we'll see what happens. Halfway point, finish the book. Y'all know how I do it at this point. So, yeah, go ahead and start. Yeah. Alright, so here's the tea. I finished nothing. I have not read a thing since yesterday, and do you want to know why? I had to get stitches. So I went to work, and I work at a burger bar, so we slice the buns ourselves, and the buns get stuck in there sometimes. There's a big blade on the inside. I press the stop button. It normally makes a noise or does something when the buns aren't when the machine stopped, okay, and the buns get stuck in there. So I reached my hand to stick in there, and now my finger is sliced open. No bueno. So I was at the hospital all night last night, and I didn't read much today either because my fucking hand hurts, and I'm more focused on that. So yeah, unfortunately, the challenge has ended today. Haven't read a single thing, and I still have things to do because you know what, my birthday's tomorrow, and this is what happens. Feels like every year something bad happens right before my birthday that I'm like, interesting. So yeah, that's what happened this year for my birthday. What happens on yours? I don't know. Anyways, God of War. I made it to. Jeez, I don't even know what I've made it to. Hang on, let me check. Okay, so I made it to page 105. That is the most I made it to, though. So that's probably where I'm gonna get to today. So I finished a volume of a manga and one book and 105 pages of something else. So that's 3 things that I've read technically, but not fully. So yeah, that's what's happening. That's what you guys are gonna get this vlog. I'm so sorry. Anyways, but the next video should be a book haul for my birthday. So that's what you guys will get next. Hopefully, nothing atrocious happens until I get those books. So, yeah. Okay. That being said, I'm gonna call this vlog a day. Because it hurts so bad that I just can't. I'm focusing on the throbbing in my finger, and I've taken Tylenol, I've taken ibuprofen. But Texas, they don't really give pain meds here, so unfortunately, like I just kind of have to deal with the pain, and that's what I gotta do. A girl's gotta do what a girl's gotta do. Okay, I'm literally like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Okay. Anyways, yeah, that's the end. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in the next one, hopefully in a much better state of mind. I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye. It hurts to do that. Bye-bye.